welcome back to day 12 of our 30-day transformational guide. My name is Stephanie, and of course, we've been working on this now for quite some time. Hopefully, these habits are becoming easier by the day. Over time, you're going to notice that the things you were putting off, it's not worth putting off, honestly. Just get it done and move on with life, and life seems so much easier once you can get past that. So, of course, we are still talking about deep work. Deep work is very important for you to hone in on those difficult tasks. If you are working on something large, if you're working on something small, it just gives you enough space and time to truly accomplish whatever it is. Work through any mental blocks that you're dealing with at the time. And for me, I have found this time a way for me to deal with why don't I want to do these tasks. I will discuss about the different tasks that I've had trouble with and what I've actually been utilizing this ideal to complete. Okay, so this go around, what I have been working on is I've removed my alarm clock. I know that isn't really 90-minute worth of brain activity, but it is something that I have done and I've seen improvement in myself. Is it something that I would recommend for everybody? Absolutely not. If you are not getting up on your first alarm, then there's no need for you to do this. I've chose to do this because I've always gotten up before my alarm clock, and that's always been a non-issue for me waking up. I just feel like since I'm a stay-at-home mom, there's no real rush in the morning. I'm usually up as soon as the sun, peeks through the window, and I'm able to get my mind together in that time before I truly get my day going. But it's like I have a space to really sit and plan in the stillness of the house before the chaos erupts when baby boy gets up. I've also implemented spending time getting showers completed before dinner time. So before the boys can eat, they have to shower or take a bath in some form or fashion, because bedtime around here is not really a thing. I do allow them to kind of choose when it's their time to go to sleep. My oldest has never had a problem falling asleep, and I'm blessed to have a child that way. And this baby boy, I just want him to be on the same type of schedule, and I think the only way that I can truly do that is to show him that everybody else is working through this. Now, baby boy has his own schedule. He will tell me when he wants to go brush his teeth in the morning. He knows how to go pot. He's just 2 years old, number one and number two. So we don't even do diapers during the day. And so that has been another level of me really being able to focus in on him and what he needs from me, and allowing him to prosper in his own way. Let's see. I have also set specific times for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. I've separated them all, and I do have my own time. I have not told the boys this in any way. I've just really been implementing these things on my own, so that when it comes to the weekends, I don't have to worry about I just want to sleep in. No, we have things to get done. There's no point in sleeping in. If I do want to sleep in, I can always go to bed a little earlier on most nights, but I haven't had any issues with energy lately, and I've been just trying to pay attention to my natural rhythm to get in sync with myself. And I have been implementing a daily cleanup, so no dirty dishes in the sink before we go to bed, and that has been really, really good for us. Daily cleanup has been something that really gives me the energy for that Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes I do Friday nights of just doing a whole deep clean where I go through and I vacuum all the rooms. I get everything situated. It has made those days a lot easier and less stressful. Let's see. And I've also set time apart to just make sure I record. I make the images and post daily. I have actually been struggling with posting. Posting is not a strong suit of mine on social media. I actually have a disdain for social media. So I don't know. I've just been working to do things that I don't want to do now, or things that I really don't see the purpose in doing for myself. Mind you, I have grown different types of accounts from 0 up to 17,000 on TikTok. TikTok was the easiest to grow on. Instagram is probably like the one that I wish I could have grown on, but I felt like I was really being shadow banned, and I know people feel like, oh, they don't really do that. I'm not the type of person to cry about being shadow banned. I always wanted to prove the algorithm wrong, but what solidified it for me within Instagram was one day I had a reel that was just going viral. I'm talking about as soon as I posted it, maybe an hour later, I had over 1,000 views on it with 1,000 likes or something to that effect. But it was a lot, and then I went back and it was 0, and it made me feel away. So if I had any suggestions for anybody trying to do social media, what first thing I would tell you is do not get into any of these creative programs if you are looking to find money or get paid and doing what you want to do. Forego all those creator plans for where you get paid and all that. Don't do that. I feel like they make it a little bit difficult to be seen when you do that, because then they want you to pay for promotion, and a lot of people feel like they don't have to pay to be promoted. But honestly, if you want to be seen on most platforms, they want your money. Even if that is something that you do sparingly, being able to utilize that as a tool is something I feel like a creator should be more cautious of. Now, if you just want to have fun and blow up, be yourself, I don't think it matters what platform you do it on, but each platform gives you some different varying effect of followers, the type of people that follow those accounts, the type of people that are on those accounts. So you have to know your audience, honestly, to put yourself in the right place. I am on TikTok right now, but I think I'm getting ready to go. I am essentially done my Twitter, and I believe that's going to give me a lot more awareness when I finally get on the platform that I'm going to stick to and I want to grow on and educate and learn on. I am going to be prepared because of the effort I'm putting into this now. I have been struggling with doing this for myself. Doing it for other people has been no problem because I can batch it. Batching things for myself, once I batch it, I don't even want to think about it anymore. And that is the issue with doing it for myself. So this is my 30 days of getting comfortable and doing these things for myself. And something that I've done within the previous, or a few things that I've done previously with this 30-day plan of transformation is I've built several different systems that, it just gives me a feel of what these systems are all about, being able to combine something that I'm working on learning into a system so that when I do have people who come to me for any type of spiritual work or counseling or branding from an intuitive spot, I can actually take all that information, spit something out almost like a computer, and really sit with that person and read what their energy is, what their placements are in astrology, and then use discernment and seeing the patterns and looking for that and showing them ways to maneuver through it, that gives me, I think, an edge over everybody else, because everybody wants to be so well versed when it comes to speaking about what all these planets mean. And everything that I have within myself is everything that I've taught myself based on these different transits that I've experienced, looking at other people who experienced it. I don't like to just read something for what it is. I like to do my research. So being able to take anything that I've researched and create it into something that I'm able to push out the right amount of information for someone who's seeking guidance in a way that I don't think anybody else really can offer that. And so that has been really fun. That has been something that I really want to go back and tweak a little bit. And I think I'm going to do that in a way where I can go and record it and talk to myself. And whoever wants to follow and listen along, they'll be able to do that on their own. So yeah, it's been fun. It's really been fun for me. I hope that at some point you start to notice that the things you're dreading doing, it's not really what you're doing. It's something that's holding you back from doing it. And once you get past that, you'll start noticing it and dealing with it and getting over it. I would say maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. Well, it's probably been more prominent since I was pregnant. So 2022, I actually had to work harder in being in the kitchen. So I really didn't start cooking a whole lot until I had my second child. I would eat out a whole lot, but it came from a place of trauma. And long story short, in my childhood, I was forced to cook, and that is something that has always stuck in the back of my mind, because I would have flashbacks of being beaten while I was cooking as an adult, and I really didn't want to deal with the problem of whatever that is, so I buried it. But when I started having kids, it's like everything that I was so fearful of and all those feelings that I was burying, I had to really get through it to truly become who I am. You know, like all those different things and experiences of your life, they make you who you are. But if you can't address it, then it's almost like you're betraying yourself. You're not truly giving yourself the opportunity to be the greatest you can be, because everything triggers you. And once you get over those triggers, oh my goodness, everything on the other side of those triggers is freedom, because even when people are talking to you about something that usually would trigger you, you're able to say, okay, and let it be that. So hopefully you'll see after your 30 days that whatever you're dreading is something that you have to be more accountable for on your own. You may have to forgive a few people that will never be able to hear those words come out of your mouth. I've sat and prayed for God to show me anybody who I need to forgive, because I don't want any of that to continue to be on me. Things happen, life happens, and even when things go wrong, I'm always okay with being the bigger person if I can be forgiven for any things that I may have done to somebody that they weren't happy with. And so, treat others how you want to be treated. If you are struggling with anything in particular, it's okay to deal with it. It's okay to cry. It's okay to yell and scream into the night sky. Whatever you got to do to change your ways and become you. I think that it's important. I think it's the best thing you can do for yourself. It doesn't cost anything. You may feel like it's costing a little bit of your pride, but you'll start to learn that your respect for yourself is going to be greater than that pride that you may have. Because if you can get up and look yourself in the mirror every day and understand that life is the way it's supposed to be because it's shaping you to become who you're supposed to be, then it won't be so bad once you get past it, And it never hurts to say sorry. It never hurts to be the bigger person. It sucks sometimes. I think I've always had to be the bigger person, and by the time I truly got fed up of doing that, that's when everybody started to really want to appreciate me a little bit more, because they seen a lot less of me. I think that's all right now. Going forward, I think I will be utilizing this to get back into school, get back into all my learning. I love to learn. I love to research. I love to seek information. And sometimes that could be a negative, because then it comes off like I know everything. But honestly, guys, the information I learn sometimes feels so random that, I just feel like sometimes I have random facts. And when people talk to me about it or I speak about them, it's like, oh, really? I hadn't heard that one. I guess I got to do my research, and it's like, check it out. But it does leave me to be a little awkward, and that's fine by me. I think that's who I've always been. The only cool points I have ever been given in life is, I guess the way I dress. People judge you based off of, their first impression. And so I've always had the greatest and the latest. And I've actually stopped that because, I don't know, I just feel like money isn't for being flashy anymore. Like, I truly enjoy when people look at me in a way and make me feel bad about not having. And then when it comes time to flex credit scores or net worths, it feels good to know that I'm not struggling. And that's the best I can put it, So outside of that, y'all, I hope that this is really helping you. I really hope that anybody needing a moment to really be themselves and do the things that they need to do, they should be doing already, I hope you get everything that you deserve. I hope that whatever chapter is coming in your life, it's the best chapter. Now, this year is almost over. Do not waste another day not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Continue on. Things get a lot easier. You may block 90 minutes to do something, and then you're done in 30 minutes, and you have more time to do more things, or you have time to rest. Don't get it twisted. This is a real world with real life things, but you are the sole driver of your world, okay? Your world is your world. Don't let anybody change it. Don't let anybody take it from you. And if you're looking to find a match, a romantic match that's going to be long term, you have to know who you are. So take it for what it's worth. This is free advice, free information, free knowledge, but still do the research on your own if you feel like you need to get a second level of experience and whatever else you need. Once again, this has been LaStephanie with the 30-day transformational guide. Please continue on being wonderful. You are blessed. Have a great day.